please welcome Andrew Watts.
Andrew Watts, representing Team Root Effects out of Pueblo, Colorado. I want to thank my friends and family for coming up, and want to start the show off right.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighter fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us from Fort Collins, Colorado. Entering this cage, 21 years of age. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 135 pounds. Tonight, he makes his kickdown and mixed martial arts fight debut representing Tribes. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Worth.
Hey, my name's Kevin Worth. I fight for Tribes. Thanks for coming out.
Steve Alley right here in the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado for this Kickdown 64 Fearless. First bout of the evening, one of 11 bouts on tonight's card. Joining me for this live internet pay-per-view, my sidekick and partner, J.R. Gordon. And J.R., first bout of the evening, looks like a good one in the bantamweight division.
A couple of 135-pounders looking to get their careers off to a good start. Out of the blue corner, we have Andrew Watts. He's wearing the white gloves. He's undefeated at 1-0, going against Kevin Worth, who has the black gloves, and this is his fight debut. So both these guys coming out looking to prove something here, and they come out firing strong. Good body kick by Worth.
Kevin Worth, a newcomer, looks like he's shaking off the cobwebs to start, and now looks like they're going to both exchange.
Nice striking out of both these fighters to get our evening started, Steve.
Both look very content to try to throw, and I'll tell you what, Kevin Worth has a wicked left round kick, JR.
Yeah, it's landed well a couple of times. You've got Watts now trying to sink in the standing guillotine. He's a taller fighter, so he'll have an advantage here trying to set this up standing. Let's see if he decides to pull guard, and he does not. They separate, and we're back to striking. Watts a little more aggressive now, closing in, and he staggers Worth, but Worth recovered well.
Worth looks like he might be a little bit winded, JR. I don't know if it's his mouthpiece placement, but now he's in a standing guillotine attempt.
Well, he got out of it once before. Let's see if he can do it again. Looks to me now like maybe Watts is thinking about taking it to the ground. He was lifting the leg up, possibly thinking about pulling guard to close this off if he's comfortable with his hand position. And again, they separate, and both fighters fire off of the break. Good job by both of them.
Both fighters really eager to exchange standing, and there's a big takedown by Kevin Worth, and now he goes to the side. It looked momentarily, JR, like he could have been in trouble on a guillotine again.
Yeah, he's gotten out of a few of those, so obviously he's been training well, but setting up submissions off of his back now is Watts. Worth with a couple of strikes that landed well, but Watts trying to go high guard. Looks to me like he has one arm pat. Nope, he doesn't. Okay, so just a high guard right now.
Close guard by Andrew Watts, and Kevin Worth now is going to look to go body to the head, and we see some blood, JR, on the glove of Andrew Watts. We wonder where that's coming from.
Yeah, good job by Worth of striking from the top. He's keeping himself up fairly high where he can generate some power on his strikes. So far, keeping a good base, not leaving any limbs out where he's going to be in danger of a submission. But Watts looking like he's fairly wily off of his back. He tried to go for a sweep once.
Two hard shots there by Kevin Worth, but it looked like they were blocked. Now blade in up against the fence of the cage of combat. Andrew Watts working close guard, and Kevin Worth continues to work, and now it is Andrew Watts that pulls Worth down in this opening round, and we're scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. JR, we have to be getting close toward the end of this opening round.
Looks like we're going to be treated to round number 2. Not a lot of experience between these fighters with just one fight between the two of them. But I tell you, they're looking like a couple of seasoned fighters in here. Looks to me like Worth heard that 10-second clacker, and he wants to finish strong in the eyes of the judges.
And so we have come to the end of round 1. We'll take this one to round 2. Here we go to start the second round. Andrew Watts comes across. Big shots by Kevin Worth, and they land. Now he's got him up against the cage of combat.
Firing off knees well is Worth. It was Watts that was a little more aggressive, pushing the action in round number 1 while they were standing. But we've got Worth initiating the takedown here. Watts had a guillotine momentarily, but Worth showing he knows how to escape that. That's about the 4th time in this fight he's done that. But off of his back, Watts setting up the triangle choke. He has a definite limb length advantage here, and he's using it well. Off of his back is Watts. That looks like it's in pretty tight. Worth hanging tough, though.
Andrew Watts has that triangle, and now he tries to secure the left leg. And I believe he's got Kevin Worth in trouble here in the opening moments of round 2. You can hear the fans reacting, JR. A good little fight.
I tell you, super impressive by both of these guys. One of them stepping into the cage for the first time, and that's Worth on top now, firing away with some body shots. Watts continuing to try to keep his legs in between him so he doesn't have to suffer any more of those strikes, because Worth has gotten off well with some of those in round 1, and now he's doing more of the same here in round 2 as he goes to knee on belly.
If you're Andrew Watts, JR, what do you do right here? You got Kevin Worth with blade in now.
He's got to try to get himself off of the cage. He's pushed up onto one side, and he needs to get his head off the cage. But Worth firing off well, landing hard shots. Watts hanging on from the bottom, but I think the referee's going to take a look at stopping this pretty quick. And he does. Adam Martinez steps in, stops about. Congratulations to Kevin Worth winning his fight debut here at Kickdown 64 Fearless. We'll take it up for the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for these two warriors? At 1 minute, 34 seconds of the second round, referee Adam Martinez steps in and stops the action due to the strikes being inflicted by the winner, Kevin Worth.